Hi, I am teacher Shaira Christine de Helvela, and I will be continuing the previous discussion of Ma'am Viberlin sa Tinitigan. So my part will be the two types of learning styles, the converging learning style, and later on the assimilating learning style. And I will be the last one to discuss. So when we say converging learning style, we are basically focusing on what we can do, no, through thinking. Okay. So unsa man pagkaibaw if you are possessing that converging learning style. So as converging learner, they are problem solvers who use their knowledge to find practical solutions. So this means that individuals with a converging style are skilled in identifying and solving problems. They apply their knowledge and learning to practical solutions, focusing on finding effective solutions. So by thinking and identifying the problems, no, they ought to solve this as well, focusing on effective solutions. So they do not just think, they also make actions. They do. Okay. So converging learners excel at applying ideas and theories in real life situations. No, so they are particularly adept at taking abstract concepts, theories, ideas, and applying them into real life context. Now, they have a strong ability to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical implementation. And also, they are more inclined in technical tasks and problem solving. No, it appears to them as more appealing than social or interpersonal aspects. So, kani sila more on researching, more on evidence-based knowledge. No, mas nag-focus sila sa katong butang where they can find facts, no, objectivity. They are more inclined with scientific methods ba na basta it's more of like those tasks, no, medyo techy rather than social or interpersonal aspects. And converging learners possess specialist and technology abilities. So that's why people with converging learning style tend to gravitate towards tasks that involve skills and problem solving. They are more interested in working with machines, systems, and objects rather than focusing on social or interpersonal interactions. So, pananglitan ron sa college, di ba? When we finish grade 12, di ba na tayo mga different prospect on what we are going to pursue in college. So, kato mga converging learners, di ba, more on techie sila, more on science, more on machines. So, basically, tuwa to sila mo enroll sa mga automotive baron, sa IT, sa engineering department. But those who are likely to love social and interpersonal interactions, mao na sila katong sa public ad ba sila mag-enroll or katong mga psychologist nga mag-involve og interaction rather than scientific. Because converging learning style and more on machine systems man. So, yung na ilang focus. And also, converging learners possess specialist and technology activities. Of course, kay techie man sila, ganahan man sila gingunaan nga pamaagi, they often acquire specialized knowledge and skills in that specific areas. They have a knack of understanding and utilizing technology effectively, which allows them to excel in technical fields and industries. So, mao nilang linyada kanadiha. And lastly, they enjoy experimenting with new ideas and working with practical applications. So, ganahan sila katungkuan, ganahan sila nga mag-experiment, no, mag-trial and error para makakita og mas practical nga solution sa kana nga butang ba or sitwasyon nga ilang naagian. So, yung na ang converging learning style. So, to further explain, I have here an example. So we have converging learning style in social studies classroom. Okay, so in a social studies class, students with a converging style or learning style thrive when tasked with recreating historical simulations. Unsa maning simulations? It is like a reenactment. Okay? As is, you are in that certain situation and you play a role of that certain person. Okay? So these students enjoy applying their knowledge of past events to design and test their own hypothetical scenarios, exploring how alternative decisions could have changed the course of history. For example, a class studying the American Civil War might be asked to simulate a K-battle with students taking on the roles of generals and strategizing their troop movements and tactics. So from the example, we can apply that students enjoy experimenting and working with practical solutions. Kaya nga naman, no? As is, a student would go back to American Civil War being a general. So unsa man nilang, if they were in that certain position during that time, unsa man nilang pwede buhaton nga tactics, no, in order to win the war, no? Maghuna-huna sila. They would undergo thinking, trial and error, experimenting, no, to make a better solution than the past. No, let's say for example, the past tactic has failed. Okay, say to it, if you have knowledge about the past and that certain tactic failed, meaning if you are to be the American, the general of that American Civil War, as is, then you're more likely to look forward on making a more effective solution. So there goes the experimentation and of course the use of practical applications. Kung unsa ba nimo pag-strategize sa imong troops, no, unsa ba nimo pag-deploy sa tactics in order to make alternative decisions to change the course of history. So mao na example, no? Kung unsa nato pagkakita sa converging learning style in the social studies classroom. Again, there is experimentation or creating of new ideas, and there is applying knowledge to make practical solutions. Evidence-based siya. Okay? We are researching, experimenting, again, to create practical and efficient solutions. Okay, nasabtan? Okay, very good. So for the next learning style, we have assimilating. So when we talk about assimilating, we are more in watching and thinking. So naa sila yung mga kuandri, kani, mga words, mga phrases nga connected sa definitions assimilating. So first is concise, logical approach. So katong mga tao nga assimilating learners, ba? They focus on getting to the core ideas and concepts rather than getting caught up in unnecessary details. So kanya mga assimilating learners, mauni sila ang perfectionist. Perfectionist nga type. Di sila musugot anang mga bahala na kira na papyo na sige lang. Dili. They focus on getting the core ideas and concepts. Ganahan jud sila ma-involve ana para mas masabta nila. Okay? They are more concerned with what they can learn. No? And what they are gonna learn. No, they do not just aim to pass the subject, but they want to learn from the subject. So those are the assimilating learners. Next, ideas and concepts over people. So they prioritize understanding and analyzing information rather than focusing on social aspects. So when we say social aspects, impose na to diri, no? Ang pag-distinguish sa factual and hearsays information. So kani ang ideas and concepts over people kay gina-prioritize nila ang pag-understand and analyze information rather than making a judgment based on what other people can say or offer. And strong understanding of wide-ranging information. So they are skilled enough at processing complex ideas and theories and have a capacity for understanding and synthesizing diverse concepts. Okay? Assimilating learners are crucial with informations that they are gonna grasp or put inside their minds. Kaya naman, they have a greater capacity of understanding and synthesizing the diverse concepts. And also, they organize the information in a clear and logical format. They have a knack for structuring ideas and presenting them in a way that it is easy to understand and follow. So, as what I have said, assimilating learners are perfectionists. No? If makakita mo nga inyong classmate kay hipid kaayo makadalag notes, hipid kaayo makadalag tasks, kanang naadyoy mga logical ba kanang hipid kayo makadalag mga presentations or mga projects, gitawag na nato sila nga assimilating learners. Okay? So they are more inclined to making information in a clear and logical format. Kaya makafeel siguro silang sense of satisfaction when they do that in that way. Okay? Next is preference for theories over practicality. So they enjoy exploring and understanding theoretical frameworks and tend to prioritize conceptual understanding over practical value. When we say practical value, katong mas dali, mas efficient. But assimilating learners are different. Bahalag madugay sila diha. Bahalag madugay sila research baron or tinun-anay as long as they could get what they want to get. Okay lang. Kay mag-enjoy man sad sila. Mag-enjoy man sad sila learning theories over practicality. Mas mag-enjoy man sila, mas maka-feel man sila satisfaction kung kanang ginabudlayan jud nila ilang pagkat-on ba. Kaya di ba usay kung kanang magtuon ta kay kanang the more you know, the more you know nothing. So, if kay Bo na taan, kanang papyaw lang, okay na. Basta kay Bo ko, ingunan na siya. But assimilating learners tend to go deep. Dagan kay na sila questions. Unsa, kung kani, pare sa social studies, for example, ang mga non-assimilating learners, sila, ay, ang teenage pregnancy, kay kuhan naman na, tungod man na sa kuhan good, naitabo na siya, kay ang mga tungod man na sa libido good, kay kanang diba kanang kuan ba kay ta kanang sexually active pagka teenager. But assimilating learners tend to go deep. No, they identify the factors on what could contribute to the existence of teenage pregnancy. So yung na mga assimilating learners, they are critical thinkers. No, they go beyond. They look through and think beyond, no? They look outside of the box. And also, important for information and science careers. So their ability to grasp complex information, organize it logically, and focus on ideas makes them well suited for careers that require in-depth understanding and analysis. So kani sila, sa science careers kay ang science ba ya, it's more on a process, di ba? Labi na ka nang mag-chemist ka. Di ba, mag-scientist ka. Di ba? You undergo a lot of processes in order to create such thing. So, kung assimilating learner ka and you are more inclined in that thing, then pwede ka ni mo i-pursue ang science careers. And pwede sad ni sa mga like, bisa ko na kung ano kay, ang mga assimilating learners kay, prone kay sila mag-abogado. Kaya nga naman, because they prefer reading and lectures. No? They tend to look through man and think beyond. Na sila, di lang sila pwede nga, kana lang ba? Kabantay mo ang mga abogado kay, kuan kaayo ka ng hanas kay sila magpasikot-sikot. No? Kay daghan man kay sila gitanaw. Kaya kay sila mga factors nga gi-consider daghan kay sila kahibaw. Okay. And also, next is analytical models exploration. So they are inclined to delve into underlying principles and structures of information to gain a comprehensive understanding. Of course, hilig kayo din sila mag-analyze, mag-explore. And lastly, they have time for thoughtful reflection. So, sa may pasabutan ni, assimilating learners prefer to take the time to think things through, analyze information, and connect ideas before reaching conclusions or making decisions. Okay. So, ma-distinguish na to. No? For example, ibutan na to sa setting. No, natay amiga. Okay, naay mga storya. Okay. Pagkadawa sa storya, tao sa amiga ni ana na, halay mo na din na siya. Mao to si Marites. Pero ang assimilating learner naton nga type nga amiga mo ana nga. Mao ba? Pero wala niya gina-judge. Because she knows that there could be underlying issues. No? There could be reasons why that certain person acted that way. Siya mo conclude nga, oy, manana diya siya. No. She don't conclude unless she knows what really happens behind. And what really ought, no, or pushes for that person to do a certain thing. No, medyo critical ang atong assimilating learners in grasping information. Okay. So to incorporate it in an example, for example, students with an assimilating learning style excel in social studies classes when presented with opportunities to analyze historical data and synthesize logical explanation for past events. These learners thrive on lectures, readings, and analytical models that allow them to thoroughly process information before drawing conclusions. So, nakabantay mo natin three example diri. So, if inyong classmate kayo ngunani, no, at least naka-attain sila usa sa tulo, assimilating learners na sila. Okay, so, sa history class ko, no, reviewing primary source of documents. Construct a detailed timeline. So, by constructing a detailed timeline, it is chronological. So, meaning, ma-apply na ang assimilating learner. Kaya naman, very particular man sila. Very particular sila sa organizing information in a clear and logical format. Ikadua, designing historical simulations to test hypothetical scenarios and observe the logical consequences of alternative decisions made by the historical figures. So, ilang ginatest man, ilang ginatest kung ano sa ba dyan nahitabo. Like, in-depth ang research para mas ma-understand nila kung anong nahitabo to in that certain period, in that course of history. And thirdly, they prefer individual work. Kaya nga naman, I hate to say this, but sometimes, no, collaborative work is too ideal. Collaborative work is good. However, we also need a phase where we can make our own, because it possesses accountability man, no, and a personal responsibility and an autonomy. I mean by that, kay kanang natay sense of responsibility ba nga ato nabuhaton because we are asked to do so. Okay? And assimilating learners prefer more jud o guan kaning mga individual work because they can think. No? They can organize their thoughts independently in their own phase. And of course, they can deeply process information and reflect before sharing it with others. Okay, but this doesn't mean nga dili na sila mo go og collaborative work. They can, but somehow if na ang individual work as an option, mas mo prefer dun sila ni. Because they want to reflect with their learning. Okay. Nasabtan? Okay, nasabtan. Okay, so conclusion. Okay? So, nga nung importante man ang experiential learning. Nasa ka na experiential learning? From the word itself, experience. So, meaning, you do not just passively intake knowledge, but you are part of it. You are involved by learning by doing. Very good. So, firstly, embrace experiential learning. Leverage the power of hands-on experiences, reflective observation, and active experimentation to deepen understanding and drive personal growth. Of course, napagani-gingon, tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. So the more we are involved in learning process, the more we understand what we are learning. Okay? Diba? Kay dili siya kanang information lang, mga rote memorization lang nga kanang atong ginatun-an. Kaya pag sa test 1 na nakalimta na. Bintaha jud tong na-experience nato ang certain thing. Kay bisag bali-balihon pa na ang question, we can still find the right answer. So maunay nakanindot sa experiential learning. Second, it cultivates versatile learners. It recognizes and accommodates diverse learning styles to empower individuals to thrive in a variety of individual and professional settings. So, for example, in a classroom setting, teachers can incorporate experiential learning by organizing field trips. Di ba namin mga gusto mag-field trips, simulations, group projects, and hands-on experiments. These activities enable students to actively engage with the subject matter, apply theoretical knowledge to real-life situations, and collaborate with others. So, this approach help them help to accommodate the different or varying needs of the students. Kay kada ba estudyante, lahi og panginhanglan. So through this, dagan man gina-offer no wide kayo experiential learning from the definition itself, dagan kay tag pwede i-incorporate sa atong klase, no? Nga aligns experiential learning. So through incorporating those different activities, we are also accommodating the varying learning needs of our students. And also, lastly, we have the unlock innovation. So one of the key aspects of experiential learning is that it encourages individuals to take active role in their own learning process. Diba? Active role, naatay sense of responsibility, naatay autonomy sa atong learning. Instead of simply receiving information passively, they are actively involved in exploring, experimenting, and discovering new concepts and ideas. This active engagement stimulates creativity as individuals are encouraged to think independently, ask questions, and explore multiple perspectives. So, since students are not just passively acquiring knowledge, since they are involved in exploring, experimenting, and discovering new concepts, then that means that students are also becoming innovative. No? Because they are encouraged to do so. They are part of the learning process and they are part of creating solutions, and that thing, when they create solutions, they are igniting their innovative minds. So, it unlocks innovation. Diba? Kanindot na lang jud if ma-experience nato ang learning. Kanindot na lang jud sa idea nga learning by doing. No? Not just rote memorization na kanang makalimtan ra na ako. So, I think this concludes my part. Thank you so much for listening to me and my group mates. These are our references. And we hope that you could have a great day. Again, this is Shaira Christine Del Brella, your teacher for today's session. Thank you and God bless.